What up, y'all? Don't mind me. I got a little bit of film and a little bit of time. I'm gonna make this quick. This is intro to Scam Part 2. So, I know some of y'all have tuned in to Part 1 and you've watched that. That came out a while ago. And I know some of y'all are like, well, where the fuck is Part 2? Where's Part 2? Scam Part 2 is gonna be out. I'm still looking for that shit. Editing takes forever and I did not realize that. So, I didn't realize editing takes forever. It is Saturday, July 25th. I'm supposed to be out of here. I have a thing to go to, so I'm gonna make this short and simple. Get on the YouTube. That's really all that this is. And if you haven't watched part 1 of Scam, what the fuck are you doing here? Go watch Scam part 1 first, and then come back to this video. I'll give y'all a second. That's enough time. Y'all go watch that video and then come back to this one. Anyway, let's get into it. Rolling around to May 8th, I told him, I was like, you owe me $450. You also need to make sure that you change the bank back to your information so they aren't charging my bank account. I was like, there's $73 left to make on the car payment for the month of May. I trust you can handle that remaining balance on May 11th, like you said. I was like, don't let this happen again. I hate late payments, and if it does, tell me so I can financially prepare for you to fix your mistake. I still want all the details, such as receipts of what you bought for the month and why I didn't get paid, and rental revenue updates. He's like, might just have you take it back. It's costing me too much money. You have 60 cars, and car number 61 is what broke the camel's back. Like, bro, fuck out my face. That shit right there pissed me off. I was like, welcome to being a business owner. Because eat your own words, motherfucker. I was like, I wish you were more transparent with me instead of lying. I was like, when are you free? He ignored me all that day. So that was May 8th. He ignored me, all those messages. May 9th rolls around. I'm like, communication is key as an adult, especially when you're an adult using other adults' credit score for your business. So what I'm going to need you to do is give me a very in-depth, detailed description or messages on what steps I'm supposed to take next when it comes to this car. I was like, can you just be honest and transparent with me? Just this once. It would help make my life 1,000 times easier and better and less stressful as well. Can you communicate? I'm also the dumbass for fucking believing that there's still good people in the world. So that's on me. It is what it is, though. I was like, can you communicate effectively with me about what's going on with this car? You tell me to be patient and that you got this, and then you fail to give me any explanation or detail about what's going on. I get it. You don't really give a crap because it's not your credit in jeopardy. You told me to take it back because it burdens your business and it's costing you too much money, then failed to tell me where to get it from when I asked for the key on your free time, literally ignoring my messages, leaving me on red. I was like, are you keeping it and making the payments on time for your business, or do I come and get it because it's too much of a financial hardship in your life that's costing you too much money? He's like, are you getting your car or what? It's going to be back here soon. I was like, he's like maybe tomorrow you can come get it. I was like, well, why not maybe today? He's like, list it yourself, manage it yourself. And look at these messages, bro. Like, these are the messages I send him, right? And look at how short this fool is with me. Bruh. Anyways, he's like, are you getting your car? What? It's gonna be here soon, like tomorrow. I was like, why not today? He's like, list it yourself, manage it yourself. It's rented out. That's why you can't get it. I was like, what happens if... This is the first time I threatened to report it stolen. Because don't fuck with me. Like, the car's in my name. You put me in a hole. I have shit that I'm trying to, like, pay for and I can't take out loans for because I got this fucking weak-ass Toyota that's supposed to be making me an extra $1,000 a month, and it's not. What happens if I say it's stolen? Do I get it back sooner? I asked for it the other day and you ignored me. He's like, I'm busy working. Do whatever you want. If you say it's stolen, then the police impound it. You'll have to pay for all the fees. I was like, that's fine. I really don't give a fuck. He goes, it should be back from a trip today. Police won't give the car to you because it's legally rented. I said, remember, it's in my name, and I did ask for it back. I did ask for it back yesterday, and you failed to give it to me. So at that point, yes, it's stolen. Tell me where to get it from. Like, where do I get the keys? Where do I pick up the car? He's like, it ain't stolen. It's coming back from a rental. If you can't commit, then just take it back. When it's back, I'll send you photos. He never sent me photos, by the way. I also went in depth again. Told him thank you, because he's like, when it's back, I'll send you photos. I was like, thank you. It's not that I can't commit to this, Taylor. It's that I'm asking you adult to adult for some clear communication about things that are going on with this car, and you're getting pissed at me for being curious about late payments and late fees. I was like, also in the midst of having to make payments when you told me in your living room I wouldn't have to worry. Well, guess what? I'm worried, especially since you're using my credit. If payments are late, that screws up my score, not yours. Yes, I want you to tell me the things that happened with it. I have no problems committing to this. I really don't, but I do have a problem committing when there's lack of communication from you. I just paid $3K in rent, $1,300 in car notes, and I've only seen $50 from you. I was like, since you've had this car, I was like, you've completely screwed me over for the month, because just paid hella bills. I was like, and all you had to do was just pick up the phone and say, hey, the car's going to be late this month, or I can't make the payment. I was like, that way I could have financially prepared for your mistake. I don't get why you get pissed at me when I'm asking you to communicate like an adult. He's such a fucking man-child, bro. He pisses me off. He goes, are you committing or taking the car back? I had to activate my ancestors for this one. He said, are you committing or taking the car back? To me, he replied a little too quickly. So I asked him, are you even reading my messages? No, they're too long and I'm working. Okay. All right. I was like, well, when you can read those messages, you can decide either if I commit or take the car back. He's like, you either commit it long enough until it works or you take it back. He's like, I have passengers. I called him like 50 times. I blew up his phone because that shit right there pissed me off. Like, sent me into like straight rage. But he's like, I got passengers. I was like, are you going to communicate with me when something goes wrong? I was like, when the key gets lost or you can't pay me or if you can't make the payment. I was like, tell me if you're going to communicate, yes or no. I was like, it's a simple ask of you. He's like, yeah, we're going to get better at this as we go. I was like, thank you. That's literally all I've been asking. See how much it took for a simple, like, yeah, I can communicate better. Like, thank you. That's all I've been asking of you this entire time. Keep the car. I don't give a fuck. I just don't want to have to make the payments on it again. I was like, if I do, tell me before it's late so I can financially prepare. He's like, summer months are big earners. He didn't make me no fucking money. Like I said, if you're running a business with him, get out of it. Because he ain't make me shit. We're in June. I got the car in like January, February. I made $50. He's like, you're going to get your money and it's all going to be profitable. Just keep holding on. I was like, he goes, you're not fucked. Your money is coming. Payouts Monday. I was like, hopefully, fingers crossed. He's like, I just sent you 100. It's all going to work out. I just have to hustle a bit more for us. Nigga, you mayonnaise. You don't hustle. Anyway, I was like, thank you. I really appreciate that. I wish you would have put that towards the car, dummy. I was like, paying the car payment is the best hustle for me, even if it's just $50. I was like, my credit is super important to me. He's like, you gotta remember I put thousands towards this car already. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. It's part of your business. Welcome to be a business owner, bro. The fuck out my face. I was like, he goes, you're gaining resale value too. I was like, I wish you would have told me this month. I was like, I'm grateful for the money that you have put toward it. I was like, I just want to know when there's going to be a financial mistake. He's like, you're gonna get cash and a free car eventually. It takes time. I'm like, when things like this happen, a free car and cash is nice, but if it's at the expense of my credit, then what the fuck is the point? He ignored me. May 11th came around. I'm making payments on the fucking car because he's not saying anything or sending me the payment money or whatever. And he still hadn't changed the bank back to his bank account information. So, I told him, I was like, I made the final payment on the car for the month, totaling in $550.48 for the month, that I will be getting paid back every penny. I was like, he goes, can you send me a photo of the registration for the car? Mind you, I told him that May 11th. And he was like, I need the registration to the car on May 12th. I was like, you're dumb. You have the registration to the car, stupid. It's in the fucking glove box. I was like, I don't think I have it. I think it's in the car. Then he goes, oh, wait. And sends me fucking crumpled ass registration. I should have known that this should have been the biggest red flag right here as well. My family always taught me, keep your registration and like all your fucking car documents nice and neat, but it is what it is. Like, glad that you got that figured out. He got some new insurance cards. Send a picture of that. May 20th came. I told him, I was like, hey, hope everything's going well. I just made a payment on the Toyota for $74, but it came out to $82 because of a service fee or some shit. I was like, you can add it to, because he sometimes would like pay me back. So he owed me less than the $550 when May 20th came around. So he had owed me $250.48. And I was like, I seen you already Venmo'd me $300. That's not bad. So the new balance is $332.90. Because don't fucking play with me and my money, bro. He's like, the money from your orders will come to me in the first week. So I might just have to send the Venmo again on the 7th. I was like, that's okay. Thanks for keeping me updated. Were you able to make the payment for June? The remaining payment of $372 for June. And I was like, was revenue good around this time? Keep me updated on how things continue to look. He's like, he's going to tell me soon. So I gave him some math because I don't know. He's a little slow, I think. So I was like, 372 minus 100 equals, this is how I have to talk to him, dead ass. Like 372 minus 100 is 272 plus 58 is 330. 330 is owed to me. Like, you better send me $330. I was like, are you making the car payment for June or am I going to have to make it? He's like, isn't it coming from your bank now? Mind you, I told him that May 7th that I wasn't going to be making $1,300 payments in car notes every month. Remember, he said he wasn't reading my messages, so of course he came to me with, isn't it coming from your bank account now? I was like, no. I was like, told you you need to change it back. If you read any of my important messages from previous weeks, I left everything for you in detail. This is your business, and you told me that you'd be making the payment. And if I'm making the payment, you need to send me the rev ahead of time so it can be paid on time. Like, whatever he makes from the car, he needs to send it to me immediately so I can make the payment on the car. Like, and if I'm making the payment, you need to send me the revenue ahead of time so I can make the payment on time. He's like, the transfer's coming soon. I was like, the 7th, that's in 2 days. I was like, that's also 2 days late, so the payment is 2 days late, and you know I hate late payments. I was like, can we try and make sure that we're a little more on time and precise? Thank you. He's like, I'm waiting for the transfer from the company. I was like, okay, that's fine, but the payment still needs to be made on time. Again, you told me you'd be doing that and the insurance, and I told you that I'm not making $1,300 payments in car notes. Like, I'm not doing that. I was like, that's too much money, Taylor, and you're screwing me over. If you needed that car and if you needed a car that had low mileage, you could have used my truck for your business. And that at least would have helped me pay off the loan on my truck. He's like, why don't we put your truck on too? You're not getting my prized possession, bitch ass. I told him, I'm like, because you're not making me money. He's like, yes, I am. Where? I ain't seen no shit. I seen $50. What he pays me back, what I pay into the car doesn't count. I also just want to take a quick break and say rest in peace, headphone users. Bro, and he replied back so late. When is this? Hold on. My bad. Pause. Why don't we put your truck on too? Because you aren't making me money. Yes, I am. It's just taking longer than expected. Why would I give you my truck when you're already breaking me? He's like, your car would be repossessed by now if I wasn't making you money. Hello, ding dong, dickhead. I'm making the payments. That's why you still have the car, to be able to rent it out. Use your brain, idiot. He's like, why are you adding $58 now? And I told him, I was like, cars get repossessed when you don't make the payments, which was late last month and seems to go that it's going to be late this month. I added $58 because I made a payment of $58 and you're paying me back in full. No, like you're paying me back what you owe me. He goes, point is, I'm making you money. Where? I ain't seen no shit. I was like, okay, then if you're making me money, $58 is a part of that. He's like, if anything, you can sell this car later and cash it out for $1,000. He's sending me a payout soon. The money guy. The money guy. Who? Who the fuck is the money guy? The muffin man? Nigga, what? He's like, he's sending it soon. The money guy. Waiting on my check. I was like, okay, but I don't want to make the payments every month. This is stressful. Because, like, I was sitting rocking in the corner. Because there's so much money every fucking month. And he's only paying me back the fucking bare minimum. And out here kicking it with his bitch, going on vacations and shit with her and kicking it with her. And I'm running out of film, so I had to like switch over SD cards to one that had like a couple more minutes left on it. But we're gonna fucking try to zoom through this shit. I didn't realize that this shit was this long. I hope y'all enjoy it when it goes up on the YouTube. But the last thing I remember telling y'all is I ended up making the payments on the car. He asked me why am I adding $58. It's because I paid $58. If anything, you can sell this car later and cash out thousands. The money guy, the muffin man, is sending my paycheck soon. I was like, okay, but I don't want to make the payments every month. This is stressful. This was where I was like sitting fucking rocking in a corner. I was like, the payment is due on the 5th for the Toyota. My truck is due on the 9th. And then my girl's car is due on the 17th. It's like, that's too much. That's too many car notes, bro. You're like literally screwing me over. It's like, your money's coming. Okay. A little compassion or sympathy for how you just screwed me over? No? Okay. Cool. I was like, okay. And that's going to be $272 plus the $58 payment that I just made. And again, I sent him screenshots of my payments and like proof of purchase the shit, you know, that I'm doing in hopes that he would be doing the same, but he's not. I was like, and if I make this month's payment, you're going to owe me $644. He's like, you're doing so good. Don't patronize me. I know I'm doing good, you broke bitch. Ugh! He makes me mad! I was like, I can't buy my household necessities due to this, Taylor. I was like, that's not considered doing good. I was like, I have to make difficult choices under my roof. Hi, baby. I have to make difficult choices under my roof due to this. I was like, you need to understand this is serious and you need to understand that this is serious and you're actually ruining my life, like literally. I was like, you've made this very difficult. He's like, no, I'm not. Your life is getting better each month. You will be able to sell this car and have a great payout. It's all coming. I was like, it's actually not when you're not doing the things that you told me that you'd be doing. I was like, I sure hope it's coming soon because I'm stressed as fuck. Come to June 3rd, I asked him if he's making the payment because the payment's due on the 5th. He goes, it's transferring. I was like, sir, in simple terms, because he'll be like, it's transferring. It's coming. It's on its way. Oh, he said this. They said that. Just a simple yes or no as an adult. That's what I'm asking you now. He said it's transferring. I just was like, sir, in simple yes or no terms. He goes, yes. So I sent him a screenshot of a payment that I made. It's like $300. Oh, that was a good ass focus. I love this camera, y'all. Anyways, I was like, you now owe me $664.95. He's like, I told you it's transferring. And I was like, okay. And I told you owe me $664.95. That was June 3rd. June 11th rolls around. He paid me. So I told him, I was like, now you owe me $331.95. He's like, okay, I paid the rest of the money or whatever. That was June 12th. Well, we're current now. We're picking it up. Monday, this week Monday, because the payment was due, I sent him a screenshot, and I'm like, yo, it says overdue at the top. And I had already paid a little bit on it, so there was like only $400 that needed to be paid on it. I was like, the payment is due, you need to make it now or call them for skip a pay. He's like, don't I just send you the money? He's like that. I was like, that's fine. Can you send it so I can pay it? And I was like, I'm paying with a debit card, so you need to at least send $495 to $500 because of the service fee. And if this is how we're making the payments now, you need to be sending me, because the payment's $504 every month. So I told this dude, I'm like, you need to be paying me $510. Oh shit, that's not this week Monday. That was a Monday. I think it was this week Monday. I don't know. My iPhone's got me all fucked up all over the place. Can you send it now so I can pay it? I'm paying with a debit card, so you need to send me $495 to $500 because of the service fee of $4. If this is how we're making the payment now, you need to be paying me $510 every month on the 2nd of every month on the dot so I can make it on time. Then I sent him a screenshot. Because he sent me $488 because he seen that there was only $488 due. Cheap bitch. Anyway, he sent me $488 on Venmo, even though I told him that he needed to send $490 to $500. I told him, I was like, again, you didn't send enough and it's due now. He was being nosy. But I have, because I've been talking to appraisers, but this is a screenshot that's an appraiser up there. He read that message. I didn't fucking realize. But he's like, you're going to sell it? If I have to. I was like, are you going to send me the money? Because he loves answering a question with a question. So he's like, are you going to sell it? I'm like, are you going to send the money? He's like, not if you're going to sell it. You're selling too early. You have to sell when it has less value left on the loan. I was like, well, then send me the money so I don't have to sell it. I was like, you make this so difficult when I communicate so well with you. He's like, I sent you like $488. I sent the amount due. I was like, okay, and what do my messages say? Go read them right now. He goes, $488 plus, because he did math to, hold up, where is it? He did math to me, but he's like, $488. I already told him this, but he's just slow. $488 plus the service fee of $495 equals $492.95. I was like, and what the fuck did you send? He goes, oh yeah, hold on. I'll send the $495 right now. I was like, good job, Taylor, you're learning. He's like, and at least you're getting a free car. That's all. He always throws that at me. You're getting a free... Bro, I have a garage full of cars right now and soon to be 2 motorcycles. I don't need another car. Like, fuck. But he's like, at least you're getting a free car. I was like, and if you used your thinking cap, I sent the screenshot because it took an $8 service fee. I was like I said, you need to start paying me $510 at the beginning of every month so I can make the payment on time since you won't change the bank back to your account. He's like, don't do an instant transfer. That's not my problem. Sir, it's your business, so it is your problem. And you have my car, so it definitely is your problem. But I was like, send it on time and I wouldn't have to do an instant transfer. He's like, when does the payment come out? I was like, you know I hate late payments. We always go over this. He's like, send me a notification like 10 days before so you'll have it. I was like, shouldn't have to remind you, but the beginning of every month, every single month, Taylor, I need $510. Please and thank you. Because if you're running a business, you should have a calendar that fucking, I don't know. Me, tons of brain cells. Him, no brain cell. Him, man, too, know what he doing. Fuck. He's like, $492.95 is what you need. I was like, dummy, the payment is $504 plus a service fee of $495. I need $510 every month because he can't do basic math, I guess. He's like, you don't need Venmo. I was like, whatever. All I know is I need 510 every month, every single month. Thank you. And he's like, okay, hold on. Then he goes, I don't know why he did 510 minus 492 equals 17. He's like, you just sent me a screenshot of the 488, so I was confused. I was like, Taylor, you're such a damn man. I was like, good job for finally using your man brain and putting 2 and 2 together. He's like, well, next, don't request the 488. I was like, where are your brain cells? I was like, actually, you know what? Don't answer that. He's like, haha, okay, have a good day. Are you happy now? I was like, just make sure you send the 510 next month and I will be happy. I was like, makes sense? He's like, yeah, I'll try to send it on the 25th from now on. Give you time. This was yesterday. I messaged him. I was like, next week, Monday, I need the car by 3 p.m. Where do I get the car and key from? Or can you drive the car to Young Chevy in Layton and I can give it back to you when it's done? He's like, it's rented right now. I was like, sorry, I really don't care. I need it. Bring it to Young Chevy in Layton Monday at 3 p.m. I was like, you can have it back. He goes, they're driving it around right now. Plus, I don't even know where it is. Could be in Nevada. I was like, well, then unfortunately, it will have to be reported stolen. You've made me no income. You're late on the payments, and I can't take out a loan for my top surgery because of this Toyota. He's like, you can't report it stolen. Cops know it's rented and won't report it. I was like, it's my car in my name, not in yours. Because I had talked to the sheriff's office and dispatch already. He had already told me that I couldn't report it stolen because it was legally rented. And I left it alone. I didn't dig no deeper. I should have. This time I dug deeper and I talked to the sheriff's office and dispatch and shit. They literally said what I just said. Since the car is not registered to him, he's solely just paying the insurance. It's in my name. It's my car. It's stolen. I asked for it back. He didn't give it back. It's stolen. Okay. Since he's just that stupid. I was like, it's my car, it's in my name, and I've asked for it back, and you haven't given it back, therefore, it's stolen. He's like, not really, that's not the law. Okay, well, I just talked to the sheriff's office and fucking said otherwise. So, good job at being a liar, but I was like, interesting, we'll see. He's like, anyways, when it's done renting, you can get it back. I was like, Monday, because that's when I need it. He's like, the 18th. I was like, nope, that's not good enough. I want my car back now. He's like, and if you interrupt this rental, you're not getting paid. He's like, I'm not covering it. I was like, you never pay me anyways. He's like, I've paid every month, so calm down. I was like, for the payment of the car, silly, is what you solely paid for. I was like, that's the only time you've ever paid me. You haven't paid me to make me money. I was like, you should be making me more than what you are. He's like, so what? You're getting a free car. I've paid. Anyways, I have to work. Your car will be back on the 18th. I was like, you think I care about the free car? I care about the income that you said that you'd be generating me. Anyway, I filed the report. The sheriff said since it's in my name and not yours, it's stolen. Like I said. I was like, have a beautiful day at work. And since I'm petty, smiley face. But, I'm petty, smiley face. But as y'all can tell, that set him the fuck off. Now I'm getting actual, long responses, detailed messages. Crazy. Anyways, he goes, that's insane of you. He's like, I'm canceling your account. It's not stolen. You agreed to have the car rented and it's rented. You will have to pay the impound and other fees if they impound the car. You can't even sell the car. You'll be upside down and paying the bills yourself, and it's your fault. I'll call the customer and switch them into a car with someone who's stable, not you. You just told me that my car was costing your business too much money, and now I'm the unstable one? When I'm juggling 4K, 3K rent, 2K in fucking car notes, and you can't even manage the one? Okay. I'd hate to see what happens when you get around all 60 of your fucking vehicles. Anyways, he's like, you'll have to pay the impound fees and etc. You can't even sell this car. You'll be upside down and paying the bills yourself, and it's your fault. I'll call the customer and switch them into a car with someone who's stable, not you. He's like, you can get the car tonight and it will be at the Radisson Hotel parked and not stolen. Then I sent him a screenshot of how much a dealer is going to give me. I'll still owe a little on the loan, but it's nothing too crazy. It'll literally probably be paid off in like 2 payments or whatever. Anyways, like, just sold the car. I'll just end up paying the remaining balance. I was like, but enjoy your workday, silly goose. He's like, yeah, you're upside down, lost money, whatever, I'm done with you. I was like, saying I ain't financially stable is insane of you when I've been juggling all my bills and you were the one that flopped on your payments because you're broke business. I was like, you made this so much harder than what it needed to be. You lied and you disrespected me on top of that, and I'm done with you as well. Maybe if you explained how it worked, we wouldn't be here. He put like a laughing emoji and sent where the car was and was like, bye. He's like, the car is here, key in it. I did my part, paid the bills, working towards profit. You made me no profit. It's the key. You made you and your girl profit probably and robbed me, but lesson learned, it is what it is. It's the key. People aren't trustworthy. Hard lesson to learn. But he's like, get your car whenever. I organized a swap with the other people. And I was like, because where I picked up the car from, it was like 20 minutes away from my house. But he's like, I don't know where it's at. It could be in Nevada. So I just left the closing note with, see how much of a liar you are. This is why I can't do this shit with you no more. I thought you didn't know where the car was. At most, you thought it was in Nevada. I was like, man, you're ridiculous and need serious help with your communication and respect with people. I feel bad for the trap that your bitch has fallen into. If this is how you treat the people of your business, I know for a fact that you treat her like shit behind closed doors. I was like, but that's y'all's business. I was like, my car better be there or me and the cops will be at your front door. I was like, have a nice life, you narcissistic turd. And kind of just blocked him on everything, posted up on my Facebook, and made this story time. If you made it this far, I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day, night, whatever, to tune into this. It means a lot to me. It's the key. Moral of the story, how I fell into debt, $20,000. And also, like I said, he said that 1 month I didn't get paid because he had to get a new key made because the customer lost it and it was $500, so I didn't get paid that month. It's the key. This is the key that I picked up with the vehicle. Does this look like $500 to anybody? I didn't think so. Those of you who own cars and know cars, this is $500. This is $500. I got one more somewhere around here. Y'all already know. But it's $500 as well. But yeah, thanks for coming to my story time and my TED Talk, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their July or whatever, and peace out. Love y'all. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and joining the shenanigans of my life. I'm gonna try to figure out how to go get out of this 20K in debt. Thank y'all for joining. Fuck, I don't even know what to say. Post a couple of my fucking blooper reels in the end, so I guess stick around for that. I guess I'm kind of looking for a way to kind of close out. Shit, I can't really figure out anything. I think I'll just go with the first one, but in the meantime. But yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk, story time, whatever the fuck you want to call it, of how I fell 20K in debt. Moral of the story, don't trust people, don't trust bitches and hoes. Niggas ain't shit. Now I gotta go edit all this film and footage for you guys. So if you're a late head, it is currently July 9th at 9:38 p.m. So yeah, if you're up late, shit, tune in, stick around, show love, share with your friends, and shit, thanks for tuning in and showing love. See y'all.